Chester Grove goes a long way back in my life. I was thinking the other day, 1st September, I'll be retired out of Army, 46 years. Time really flies, and I think I moved up here about a year after I retired on me. This special time of year, beginnings get to come around, and this church and all the other churches too, I want to let you know this morning who we are, what we're doing, our purpose, and how this work is accomplished. And most of all, I tell these speakers how you church people are part of this giving ministry. If you didn't have y'all, wouldn't be no giving ministry. Your prayers and money you give, and all I get is you have to be a Christian to come out of. You got to be a born-again Christian, and your pastor has to sign that paper saying you are a Christian and active member of the church before you be a Gideon. So that ties us in. Does anybody in the congregation this morning got anything they'd like to give away free? Does anybody got anything free you want to give away this morning? Well, the Gideons give away free 2.5 Bibles a second, all over the world, 24 hours a day. Right now it's dark in Africa over in there. It's light over here. They're working. I had a little testimony here. I just talked to he's past president of the North Carolina Gideons, a good friend of mine, lives in North Wilkesboro, Ralph Davis. I talked to him the other day, just a few days ago. I'd like to bring this up about the Gideons. His wife is now the international auxiliary chaplain of the world. That means she's got to go over the world. They're getting ready to go to Africa in about 18 days. And as she comes back from Africa with her team, they're going to, a couple of days, catch another plane for Taiwan, over by China. I don't know how long we'll be over there. And Ralph, he told me in a week or so, he's headed for Peru and Ecuador. His second, third time down there. But what I want to stress this morning about these Gideons, I'll tell you some more here, a little bit more about them. Overseas, when they, it's hard to comprehend. When the Gideons go overseas, these men, each one of them, and his wife, she's a chaplain, they purchase a round-trip airline ticket out of their own pocket. When they get over there and sleep in hotels, people carry them around, take care of them, they pay for all that out of their own pocket. But what I want to emphasize strong this morning, I'll tell these speakers, you need to tell these churches about this. No mission work money comes out of the national headquarters. Can you imagine all these Gideons, they pay their own way? And Ralph told me the other day, he said, well, I'm going to make this trip, but I'll go have to lay off a little while. You know, it's a lot of money. Most of them businessmen can afford it, but sometimes your businessmen are not doing good now. But I want to stress that point. A lot of churches don't know what the Gideon ministry is about. Everywhere they go in the States, they pay their own way. Nothing. Every dime that we take up here today is mailed back to national headquarters, and they buy Bibles. I'll tell you about a little later over here. We buy these Bibles for these foreign countries. They can't afford these Bibles. Isaiah 55:11 says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing where I send it. I told you before, Gideon's a Christian business and professional man. And you know, I caught something the other day. You know the man that's running with Romney, Paul Ryan. He's running for our vice president. I hope he's going to get it. He is from the town of Janesville, Wisconsin, where the Gideon ministry started with a group of businessmen over 100 years ago. Ain't that strange? That's where Paul Ryan grew up, where the Gideon ministry started over 100 years ago. A group of businessmen got to meeting up there. I guess they ride trains or buses, whatever, you know, salesmen, and they got to meeting up there and they formed the Gideon ministry. That's where it came from. We're in over 190 something we have over 190-something thousand members, and we're in 194 countries now. And we print the Bibles in these countries in about 93 different languages. Most of the countries we're not in is over in them Muslim countries. Can't hardly get the Muslim countries. And they print them in 93 different languages. You know, it's a dedication to the Gideon members and the support of the churches. And I want to stress too, the Gideon ministry is only an arm of the church. We don't have anything to do to run the church, but all our members are the church, so we're armed of the church. Your support, every dime you give here, goes to buy Bibles. And I want to bring up another thing too here about the Gideons. This came up here the other week. We had a pastor appreciation banquet. Every year we have a big banquet for all the preachers, ones we can scrape up and get over there. You'd be surprised what the excuse these preachers have. Some of them you can't even get mad at. You know, probably can't come. I mean, that's my thought. But anyway, we had more this year because we really worked hard to get them in there, and I get him. And Sally cooks had a good supper for them. And a good speaker. Man loves Jesus. You know what? A Gideon member, you take a Gideon member, that really loves the Lord, you can get a lot of work out of him. And you can get a church member that loves the Lord, and you can get a lot of work out of him. Not these kind just comes in, warm the seat, go to the front door and gone. And we got Gideons like that too, just warm the front seat and they're gone. But anyway, I want to tell you something happened the other night. It's a miracle. And God's miracle, but don't question it. We can't question it. Mitchell Camp, we have a goal every year for the Pastor Appreciation Bank. We have a goal, and it's put in writing, all our different goals. $10,000 by Pastor Appreciation Bank. And that $10,000 comes out of the Gideon's hind pocket, where it keeps his bill for. At $10,000. The treasurer came over the house that Thursday morning and bought some cups and things for us. And I said, Travis, how much is our offering? How much would like to get the gold? He said, well, we got about $6,000. He said, well, a lot of them will bring it on the night we had it. So we like to give it early, you know, so you know how much you're going to like. Well, I said, I don't know tonight. I said, we went over and set the place up about 1:30, 1:15, and a bunch of us set all the tables up, got it all ready. It's a senior citizen center. And I got a little, you know, him and haul around a little worried about it. I said, well, I think tonight if we don't get them, I think, you know, times are bad now. We might not get enough if we just pass in baskets. I'm going to stand up and say, I said, no, I better not do that. I better let the president do it. And the LG said, just stand up and holler LG and I'll do it. Pass in baskets around again, you know. But most of the Gideons said, I said, bring in checkbooks and a good writing pen because we may not make it. Most of them did. But anyway, when they took it right off, it came back. That night, they made up $6,500 extra. Made it total $12,000. $12,500. Nobody knows where that extra money comes from. God knows. Travis said, he said, they get us. That's no way it comes. It's cash. Some of it's checks. Isn't that something? Don't question what God can do. Don't question what he can do with this church. That really taught me a lesson. I had to get off there, you know, and forget it. I just can't get over that. That's raising. And that came out of the Gideon's pockets. And they won about maybe 21 those there, 22 those there. I just wanted to bring that up because now y'all know a little bit more what the Gideons are, what they're about. We deacons, the Sunday school teachers, Sunday school superintendents, our churches. In Allen Pass, we have 13 Gideons in Allen Pass. And out of 13 Gideons, we have maybe 6 or 7 is active, or some inactive, just like y'all church members. sorry to say. But with the prayers and financial support that churches give us, we can share God's word all over the world. I want to tell you some more testaments here, testimonies. This is the latest military testaments. It's digital. They say radar when you pick this thing up, that digital. But, this is one. This is an orange Bible we give kids on the street. Now, the one in school we give red ones, which we can't get in school right now. We catch out with a big swimming pool every year. But I want to stress something what is the talk this morning. Maybe I might pick this money Bibles up there once in a while to let you know who I'm up here representing God's Word. I told about Ralph Davis there. I got some testimonies here. I think it's 2003. It was 32 American Gideons and about 7 Gideons from all over the world. They met in Colombia, Bogota, Colombia, and they hit about 2 or 3 big towns around in Colombia. And they stayed there about 3 weeks. They gave out 950,000 Bibles. 74,000 committed their life to Jesus and signed back in their Bibles to believe in Jesus. They were standing in lines 2 or 3 blocks long waiting to get these Bibles. Another thing, our churches, our Baptist convention, all that, they send missionaries over. We got missionaries all over the world. The Gideons go all over the world. And we don't preach. We give testimony, we explain God's Word, to groups and colleges down there in South America. They went to colleges, they went to jails, and all different schools that they get into. They had to get permission to get in them. And that's the way they got the word around. And one man told me, it was down in Ecuador, where Ralph Davis is going back to. He said, if you get one of these big army units and get to talk to the general. Now, who I'm talking to down there is most all Catholic. You get to talk with them big army generals and get in his office and share God's word with him and tell him and let him look in God's Bible. He don't even see what's in his Bible. And you get them generals saved and the big colonels saved. They get out and tell them men about God's word. Sometimes almost a whole unit of want to walk with them Bibles, and they're signing back up. That's the Gideon ministry. Talk about Ralph Davis going back to Peru and Ecuador. Depending on the back door, they overseas work. And you gotta, I don't say admire, but you gotta appreciate a person that's got money, can afford to go. Now get out here and spread God's word all over the world. We can't preach, but we can tell them who Jesus is and open back his Bible and read them the plan of salvation and tell them how to get saved. We're not supposed to preach, and we don't allow preachers in the Gideons. I mean, not allow, but that's not part of their, we're businessmen and preachers have their own. We depend and work with preachers about getting in churches. Well, another testimony, this was touching too, and just recently came out. The auxiliary, when we go to, we check all the hospitals out once a year. Every room is checked, and the women auxiliary give these white Bibles out to all the hospital personnel and nurses in the hospital, and we give out, brown ones to the men. And every year we do. We check all the hotels. All the hotels are checked in this county. In Spruce County. But this nurse had a reprise about something, maybe she had cancer going die, couldn't face it. No telling what it was. But she sat down and got a pistol, and she wrote a letter, one to the police and one to, let's see who it was, police. And whoever finds her, and then she put the gun up to head. She looked, on her Bible said, little white Bible. She hadn't looked over it. She laid that Bible on the desk. Laid the crystal down, picked the Bible up, and got to read it, and got saved. She's alive today. But she almost just couldn't take it. We got a lot going on in the world today. People losing everything, just can't take it, and commit suicide. This one was touching too. Up in Logan, West Virginia, about 4 or 5 years ago, this preacher wanted to have Gideons on a Wednesday night. We would go on Wednesday night and talk, but you know, you don't see as many people. But some reason he couldn't. He had him on Sunday, but he hadn't asked him could he come on Wednesday night, and he had a pretty good, pretty fair crowd. And the preacher announced that they're going to have a Gideon speaker down there in the place that had a preacher. And a man stood up over here on the left, and he just said he didn't come here tonight to listen to no Gideon speak, and just raved on the back a little bit, and finally calmed down and sat down. And the man gave him one of the sweetest talks about the Gideon ministry, what we do and everything. And a lady stood up back in the back, and she said, I'd like to have a testimony here after we got there. She said, about 5 years ago, I came to see this man. He's a lawyer, and was wanting to see how to get a divorce from my husband. And he pulled this brown Bible. She held it up, brown Bible, and read scripture to me, and witnessed to me, and asked me to hold on and study God's word and calm down and let Jesus handle it. And then, I think it's 10 years. Anyway, she said, stood him up, said, and we're still together for on. And that man got her apologized. You see how strong God's word is? I was talking to a boy yesterday. We was up out working on the tabernacle, cleaning on it, and he belonged to our church. He used to be a sheriff deputy. And I gave him one of these military Bibles yesterday, and he drives a truck now. Good man. Tony Longneck, some of you might know. And as I went back in the back, they was pressure washing that back porch off. And I walked around it, and I said, Tony, I'm going to give you one of these military Bibles. He was in the Army about 3 years. He swings his, looked back over there, and he had his telephone right here, a little leather thing. Right behind him, one up this way, had a brown Gideon Bible in it that he'd got in the military years ago. And he said, I don't want to be caught off on the road, so one didn't have a copy of God's word. And he thanked me for that military. Ain't that good? You got people like that. What is our purpose? The main purpose of the whole Gideon ministry is to win lost souls. And today, where the world's getting, y'all's church used to be full, and let me tell you what, it ain't nothing new. Every church I go in now, half of them gone. I told Greg Paul, when I was over here, all them classes were full. Jesus is coming back here pretty soon. We're trying our best to get a Bible and tell Jesus of every lost soul all over the world. Them countries overseas, I don't forget how many these overseas witness teams we got there, 32-man teams in the States. National ships, like they're going to Bogota, national ships, all these Bibles to Bogota, and then Gideons down there, the Spanish Gideons. And they go down there, and they all sit and wait on them, and they break up the team, and them guys interpret for them, and they check them big towns out. They're going to have another one down here in November in Columbia, South Carolina. I might so much try to go down there for that one. And they go on the streets, they go everywhere to witness people. That's the problem today. Nobody's telling all the world about Jesus. Let's get to it. We can't even get our youngest grandmothers to step still on this. These Bibles we put in these hotels now have a lifespan of about 6 years. and reach the potential reaching about 2,300 people in that 6 years. Last year, about 79 million Bibles was placed all over the world. That, my figure's probably bigger now. Like I said, they travel overseas. They're in different countries all over the world. We got teams overseas all the time, somewhere. That's a big ministry. And we couldn't do it we couldn't buy Bibles and ship all these people overseas on just what we get at the church. With all this church money, strictly buying Bibles. Remember that every dollar you give, it's going to buy a Bible. Frank Hollifield a lady over here, I'll tell you this, Frank used to be the Bible carter. This woman, old lady, she's been dead for years, used to send Frank a little old, just $5 a month, all she had. And then she got up a little bit more and sent more. Just to buy Bibles. Every year Frank got a little card from her with $5. I told Frank one time, I said, you know what? And she strictly wanted to buy Bibles. I said, you know what? Jesus one of these days in heaven, he's going to look on me and say, you see all them people right there? Every one of them got one of them Bibles he bought. Jesus knows what dollar buys what Bible. And I always remember what Frank told us about that. Replace Bibles in colleges and schools, hospitals and prisons. Try to witness all these people and give them out copies of God's Scripture. This figure's probably higher now. 77 million scriptures were shipped to these new countries last year. And out of these 190-something countries, about 17 of them can't afford the Bible. That's where we should send a lot of the Gideon money. We shipped overseas to buy Bibles these countries can't. The Gideons don't have the money to buy them. And they're so willing to. If you can give them Bibles, they will. In African countries, most of them will distribute them Bibles out and help you distribute them. One man pushed a wheelbarrow, I think, I don't know how many miles with a wheelbarrow full of boxes of Bibles. And they tried to pay them. But the little wheelbarrow is one of those two-wheel cart-like things. Pushed about 2 or 3 miles to a student. I get in auxiliary wives and the members, and they got their own part of the ministry. They pray for us when we out. All these men overseas, and everywhere we go to work, our wives always pray for us. And they have a big part of their own ministry too. They witness all these nurses. They witness the women and nursing homes. We're going in nursing homes, hospitals, and like you go in a hospital, you can't have men all going in them rooms with women all. So women take the women rooms and men take the men. It's just right. We do it. If I was sitting back there, how can I help? One of them you can pray for. You can't help us financially, everything. You can pray for. We need some prayers. And the call for Bibles are getting greater. The people overseas and our times are not too good now, no job and everything. God sent that money the other night. Y'all have that testimony to tell what God will do. And we don't never know where all that money comes from. You get cash money. The check you can keep up with, but just cash money. That's a lot of money. It's just a bunch of Gideons give, about 20-something Gideons. Encourage qualified members. You got somebody in the church here, if he's a businessman, if he could be a superintendent or a boss on a job, and he has at least 2 men working for him, and he's a Christian, he can qualify to be a Gideon. He's got to have at least 2 men or more working for him. The military now used to be a E7, and I think they lowered it now to an E5, because E5's got sometimes a squad of men on it, 12 men on it in the Army. You supervise 12 men, 11, 12 men. So they lowered the Army things in the military down to E5s now. And we've got a boy, highway patrol is in reserve. He's a sergeant, E5, one of our Gideons now. We have one of our sheriff's deputies. He's like a major captain, and he's one I get him now. And the one that's sheriff's deputy keeps the box in brown Bibles in his car all the time, and he does more witnessing. They want boys get messed up out here and get them. And one guy, he caught old yonder here about a year ago, about 9, 10 months ago, went around Alpass back up in there, breaking in houses, a felon, and caught him, and now he's saved now, because he's dying. Short time to live. But he got caught, and they witnessed to him. But Rick Whiteman, he witnessed every man he gives. One of these I'm out here to speak here. He wants me to teach him here to speak. But encourage anybody that's qualified to get into come on business join us. You'll never, I told some new members the other day, a while back, I said, you'll never regret the day you'll join the Gideons. But I tell you what I see, the Gideon's just like the church. You're gonna have people join the church, and you'll have people join the Gideons, and they're gonna be strong Gideons and weak Gideons. You have strong church members and weak church members. Don't have to tell you all that. All the churches. And I get it, all the Gideon count the same way. I want to talk tonight about these cards here. We got some new pretty cards. I bought y'all some pack of them. You know, I had a thought back. I never told church this before. I saw y'all's packs back. Y'all's packs hadn't been used much. You know what I want to encourage you to do? You women, most of the women send these out. Go buy that thing and get you about 2 of each one of them. Recognitions. Use a lot of them in memory when deaths and things. Take about 2 of them home with you and put them up somewhere. When you got a chance, you don't have to go to Walmart to buy no card. And if you buy a Bible, it's $5 a Bible. And it's got a little thing to mail your money back to Joe Biggs. And Joe does the #1 job. Y'all take, each one of you people today, take you about 2 of them cards, because they haven't been used in a long time. They're packed full. I just stuck these up in there this way, Rick, with what they give. But go by and get you some. You know, it's a lot handy to have these cards at home when you need to send one off, is to wait till Sunday to get it and then forget to get it. Ain't that a good thought? So y'all take you about a couple of them home and utilize it. I think I'll tell the camp to tell you about that, because a lot of these little small churches, they put the box real young if they don't stress it. Now, Allen Pass, our Sunday school superintendent, Greg Henline, is a Gideon, and every few months he'll go around with these cards in these classrooms. Not the little bitty ones, but them up like this high on up, and tell them, you've got birthdays in these classes all the time, and somebody in the class will have a grandma is sick or something, or death, and take these cards around the class and get the classes used. That a good idea? I'm going to leave this up here for Greg so remind me. You know, let's tell you about the offering today. The 100% of this offering today go to my Bible. And Proverbs 3:27 says, withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it's in the power of thine hand to do it. And Matthew 9:36-38 says, but when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he to the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the labors are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Does everything I've told you today sort of make sense for what I'm trying to tell you about God's work? What the Gideons are doing, how you're part of the Gideon ministry? Can you imagine that if Gideons couldn't get none of the churches, what we do? We wouldn't have that much support. And it's a great ministry for the church to be in, to support the Gideon ministry, because you know that junk mail you get all through the mail. One day I stacked about a dozen cards behind my thing over there, and all of them want money. Oh, especially this election thing. But what I'm going to tell you, does it really pay dividends? It certainly does, both on earth and eternity. So things that people's souls get saved today and be in heaven filled. And the world is in such turmoil today, and every country, we got trouble going in now in our own country. And I was in the Army 20 years and been in 3 wars, and that Afghan thing going on. I hope we can get out of that place one of these days. The same thing was happening a little bit over in Vietnam, where the people looked like the army looked like the natives, and they just pop up and shoot a man, 1 or 2 men on the street somewhere. That's what's happening today. Well, the Gideon organization is asking you to find 11 in hearts today to support the Gideon ministry. And thank you for the time y'all given me here today. It's been good to be back. So, old first home one time, and that's where more or less when I got out of the Army, I learned about civilian life in the churches, because it wasn't nothing like the military. And thank y'all for letting me be here.